Why district managers fail at their job is a question that I have been asking myself for a very long time. Actually, it started when I was a unit manager at Domino's Pizza back in 1990. So that's what, 34 years? And that's because I had a district manager myself that was a great district manager, but there was another district next to ours in the corporate region that he didn't do well. And so I wonder what it would take for a district manager to be successful. Why would one be successful and the other one fail? And the reason I wanted to know that was because I would aspire to one day be a district manager. And the day that I became one, I wanted to make sure that I was successful, obviously. I think all employees or leaders that aspire to move up in the organization, that's what I want. They want to know what does it take to be successful so that whenever I get to that aspiring, and desired promotion, that you can actually keep that promotion and do well. So that's what we're going to answer in this podcast on why district managers fail. And the reality is that for a franchisee to really truly experience time freedom, you need to become a multi-unit franchisee. That's obviously the first step to do that. But to truly achieve that time freedom, you have to have a district manager that you are able to delegate operations to that then frees you to do other things, whether it's strategic thinking, planning for growth, or simply go on vacation. But to do that, you need to have an effective and efficient district manager that does the job well. So there's several reasons why district managers fail. And the first one is that the district manager position is radically different than that of a unit manager. A unit manager job is 80% dictated by the day-to-day operations of the brand that they're running. What time they open the unit, what time they close the unit, how they prepare the unit, welcome the team members, take care of customers, do schedules, product ordering, etc., etc., the daily task of a unit manager. But for a district manager, their job, 100% of it is dictated by their decisions. And so instead of being in doing, executing like the managers doing day to day, the district manager is actually responsible to inspire others to do that work, and they need to determine how they're going to go about to do it. That is the radical difference between those two jobs. Now, the second reason why district managers fail is because the district manager or the multi-unit leader position is the hardest position in a multi-unit organization. Now, why is it the hardest? That is because, as I mentioned, they are responsible to inspire the team, not only in the little bit of time that they are in each of the units every week, but also they need to figure out a way to inspire the team to do an excellent job when they are not there. And then to add to that, challenge is the fact that all the units are far away from each other. It's not like they're next to each other and they can visit them every day, all day long. They only have a certain amount of time that they can spend on those units every week. And so on top of that, every manager in every unit has a different culture, and they had to adapt their leadership skills to each of those teams and groups, ideally drive the culture, and then when they go there, address the issues that are particular for that organization. Another challenge of why this position is the hardest is because of the complexity of the business. Now, if you have a business model that maybe in each unit you have one team member and it's really an easy operation, then obviously that's not as complex. But if you have a business model where you have 10, 15, 20 employees and each of them have different challenges and the operations is very complex, obviously that adds to the complexity of that business. Also, the skills that are required to be able to do the district manager job successfully are very different from that of a unit manager. And that brings me to the third reason why district managers fail, and that is a lack of proper professional structured training on how to do that job. For example, how to do an effective visit, how to manage and build your bench, how to manage maintenance and care of the buildings when you can only be there for a little bit of time on each. How do you manage a local store marketing plan on the units that are ready for it if you don't have a structure for it? How do you build and develop leadership skills in those managers, day after day when you can only spend a little bit bit of time with them. So all of these skills and knowledge are necessary for these men and women to be successful. And while some of it, a little bit, you may have learned as a unit manager, but when you are in the four walls of one business, is not the same skills that you need when you are doing it across space and time and distance when you are a district manager. So the proper training for these skills is important, and most district managers do not get that. And a lot of the times they don't get that because the direct supervisors or franchisees themselves were not never trained on the district manager, probably never even did the job before. So how would they know how to train them? The fourth reason why district managers fail is because of the lack of consistent, effective routines. So one thing is to know the skills of the things that they need to do. Another one is being able to transfer those into habitual routines that are effective into their time management tools and process so that they can have those routines over and over. It is said that you do not dictate your success. You dictate your routines or your habits, and those routines and habits will dictate your success. But if you're a district manager and you do not have proper routines, or you don't know what routines you should be having and how to execute them, how can you be successful? And that brings me to the fifth reason why district managers fail. And that is because the direct supervisors do not do proper follow-up and accountability on their district managers. And again, most of the time is because they don't even know what is the role of a district manager. What should they be expecting? What to look for, how to guide them, how to coach them. You can apply general leadership skills, but the truth is that the district manager job have very specific actions that they need to take day in and day out to be successful. And if the district manager doesn't know what those are, then the direct supervisor will be at a loss in knowing how to proper follow up and support and coach and hold the district managers accountable in the job. And if there is no support and follow up and accountability, then there will not be success. Again, the direct supervisors, really, I can't blame them for it because most of them also have not been properly trained on how to do that. So at the end of the day, what would be the solution for all of these reasons why district managers fail? And the answer, of course, is training. If you are able to give those men and women the tools, the knowledge, the skills, the resources on exactly what the job is, how to do it well, how to implement and follow up consistently on those routines that are the winning routines, then you're going to be able to give them that ability. Now, as a business owner, you need to figure out where to get that information if you don't have it. So let me go ahead and share with you an option, and that is our LEAD program, which is a multi-unit leadership certification program, which is a 10-week program where we give these men and women all of this knowledge. We give them what is their role, what are their routines, and what are the responsibilities that they have to be able to be effective and successful at their job. In this 10-week program, they will learn how to develop leaders in their organization and prepare the bench for their district. We will also teach them how to manage a cross-unit local store marketing plans from unit to unit that is specifically for the units, but in a way that they can follow up on execution. We will also train them on how to do time management, which is a crucial skill for those men and women. How to manage your time in which you are able to do more in less time and still have, that work-life harmony that we talk about in the organization. Also, how to manage maintenance and repairs across multiple units so that you can stay on top of it and reduce the amount of issues that they may have when it comes to cleanliness and maintenance and customer service and sales. And like that, there's many other things that we teach in this 10-week program, best-in-class training for district managers. If you'd like to learn more about this program, all you have to do is go to afalead.com and learn all about the program, how we deliver it, and how you can enroll your district manager so that you can give them the knowledge, the tools, and the resources that they need to be successful and give you time freedom, which is exactly what you're looking for and the reason why you got into franchising. So that's it for now. If you found this information valuable to you, please share this with your fellow franchisees that may need the same training that you and your district managers need. And if you value this conversation, subscribe to our podcast so that you don't miss future episodes. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.